successful. You know, as we are all here today, it's because we want to be successful. We are all here today is because we want to change our lives. We want to give meaning to our lives. We want to have a better future than others. That's why we choose to be here. That's why we choose to do what or stopping themselves from not doing it. That is success, and that's success. Success is not about crowd. It's about what a lot of people are avoiding. You go there and do it and you become successful. Why? Because you are going to be unique. That's why whenever they see you out there, they say, look at the kind of job you're doing. I can't do this thing. That's why you can't be successful. So whenever they use a statement on you like, I can't do this thing, that's why you can't be successful. It's very clear. There's no need of you asking them, why? No. If I can't do it, then I can't be successful. So this morning, I want to talk to you about reasons why a lot of young people don't become successful. And the first one is what? No self-motivation. People always want people to encourage them. You always want somebody to say, no, continue, keep going, keep going. As a person, you need to develop internal, external self-motivation. Remember, you are working for yourself. You are not working for anybody else. If you need people to motivate you today, you also need them to motivate you tomorrow. But if you motivate yourself today, you will continue to motivate yourself tomorrow. Why? Because you have a push-pull factor that is keeping you going, that is keeping you on track. But if you don't have that push-pull factor, you will not have self-motivation. A lot of times I always say, I want to be successful because I know where I'm coming from. Where I'm coming from, where I was raised, or the manner in which I was raised, I don't want my children to be raised like that. That's the reality. I want to be that kind of mommy whereby I go and drop my children in the morning. They get down from the car with their bicycle, their bags, their lunch bags packed with milk, biscuits, fried rice and chicken. But I was raised porridge cocoyam. Now so fafa cocoso. In fact you class is going on. You didn't say cocoa on that table 50, 25. You didn't say cocoa on that table. That's how I was raised. I was raised going to school with a very big flask of porridge cocoyam, a very big flask of porridge plantain, a very big flask of concha, dry concha with beans. That's how I was raised. But I don't want. Excuse me. I'm not saying that it is bad. That was what my parents had at that time. But I have children that used to come to school with biscuit and milk, with yogurt. But I don't want my children to go to school with big pot of porridge cocoyam. I want my children to go to school with fried rice and chicken, with milk, with biscuit, with donut. I want to go and drop my children in school. Do you know Iron Horse? That big bicycle? Yes. Sometimes my father is going to Bole to go and supply palm wine. There will be one space there. He will carry me behind the one space, carry my junior brother in front. We are going to go and drop me, pass and drop in school. Because my school was really far. I used to attend Kali School Bole. It was far, right inside Kali School Bole, very far. So my junior brother, because he was small, he would just be in front of the bicycle like this, and then he would hold that place. Then my father had tied 120 liter matangona. I'm inside the smallest because I was very small. That he said, hold me. I hold my father's waist like this. This guy is going with a bicycle and I'm on top. That's how I was raised. Some days when we are coming back from school, see my father's friend that had that same bicycle. Because like my father, they have this mjangi where they used to go and clear people's school from. All of them have that bicycle. When I see my father's friend, I'll beg him, Papa, beg or carry us. He will carry like two of us behind, one person in front. The other ones will carry my other friends. We are going to the house. That's how I was raised. But now, I don't want my children to be raised like that. I want my children to drop from Range Rovers to school. I want my children to drop from Bentley to school. I want my children to drop from Highlander, Prado to school. That's how I want my children to be raised. Now, if I don't have self-motivation to work and achieve that dream, I won't achieve it. So if you're looking for somebody to push you, nobody will then push you. You need to push yourself because that's the life you want for yourself. If you don't push yourself, nobody will push you. By the time you stay in the house, you're comparing with your sister, you're comparing with your friends, you don't have that push motivation, nobody will push you. But you need to push yourself because that's the life you want to live. So a lot of young people have these big dreams, but they don't have the self-motivation. They are looking for who will stand first. They are looking for who will do it first. I want to see who has done it and it has happened to the person before I will do it. Why can't you say, I want to be the first person to from me and they are motivated because that is me. I want to be the person to take the lead, then let other people see for me and start copying. When I came to CSM, I used to take away. I was how many years? I was 18 going to 19. That's how old I was. I was very young. I was like this. A lot of people look at me and like, look at this smart star manager. Look at this smart star manager. When applicants come to look for a job, they expect to see a very big boss, but they will meet me. I was not limited by my age. I was not limited by my size, but I was motivated because of my dreams. That is why, as a young person, you need that self-motivation. Because if you don't have the self-motivation, you will not be successful. Number two, not knowing yourself. The reason why a lot of people don't become successful is because they don't know themselves. You don't know exactly what you want for yourself. You don't know your strength. You don't know your weakness. You are just there because you see other people being there. And you are in CSME because you are seeing others in CSME. My dear, you are a failure. What happened if the people you are seeing in CSME are no longer here? It means you will not be here. But you should be in CSME because you know yourself. You know exactly what you're looking for in CSME. That's why I always pity some of you. When you come start making friends, my boy, comes to work, you come. Your boy is not at work, you will not come. I'm laughing at you because you don't even know yourself. Yeah, it's about meritocracy. That's why when you merit it, they give it to you. But you will not merit it and your boss will merit it. It's about individuality. So it's about you knowing yourself. Know where you are coming from. Know where you are going to. It's very important. That's what makes you successful. A lot of people don't know themselves. That's why we are in Boya, a youthful zone. A lot of problems. Young people have forgotten their identity and they want to mix up with people. You forget that you are here, you don't have money, you are here to study, you are here, your parents are struggling. When you come to Boya, you come and forget your identity and you mix up with people. You now become a slave queen, a slave king, small waist, big buttocks, round chest. That's not your identity. Yes, that's your identity. Excuse me, man. No. The next reason why a lot of young people don't become successful is making excuses. A lot of people like to make excuses. It's because I actually want to do it, but we make a lot of excuses for our own lives. You want to do it, but you are giving excuses. Let me tell you something. If excuses could make people successful, so we must not be here today. Shebi, you think you know excuse? I know excuses more than you. You think you can give me short story? You are all small. Today, my leg. Tomorrow, my back. The next day, my chest. The next day, my eye. The next day, my nose. We always look for opportunities to give excuses. And those excuses don't help us. Sometimes we give those excuses because we expect people to pity us. They should make a sorry me. May they get mercy on me. Success is meritocracy. Excuses will not take you anywhere. Excuses have limited a lot of people. If you are not attaining your objective, it's because there's a lesson you are supposed to learn, and you do not learn that lesson. If you do not attain your objective, it's because maybe there's a lesson for the day, or there are some things you were supposed to apply and you fail not to apply those things. People don't succeed is because what? They don't like tough times. A lot of young people don't like tough times. They don't like when there are challenges. Immediately small negative, they give up. Young people these days, from my observation, I'm a young person as well, you are equally a young person. From my observation, a lot of young people, they like soft life. The question is, when have you actually worked? You want things to be very soft. As a young person in your 25s, when have you worked? When? Yesterday I was listening to a podcast by Jack Mark. He said, as a young person in your 20s, try a lot of different things, make a lot of mistakes, it's good, it's fine. Try a lot of things in your 20s, make a lot of mistakes, it's fine, it's good. But in your 30s, follow who no road. In your 30s, follow who no road. times, even more than your age. In your 20s, you have already given up a lot of times. Small negative, abeg, not be me, it's not for me. Small negative, not for me. Abeg, I don't come this life to suffer. I don't come this life to stress. I don't come this life to bother myself. I just want things to be very soft. I want life to be very easy for me. When have you actually worked? When have you actually worked? That you have anything you give up. A lot of us don't like tough times. Let me tell you, tough times when they come is for you to learn, build yourself, identify the right paths to follow. Tough times are not meant for you to give up. They are for you to learn a lesson. They are for you to build yourself. They are for you to develop yourself. Succeed is that word. They respect other people's opinion more than their own opinion. A lot of young people, they don't respect their own opinion. They like other people's opinion. What is this person saying about this? What is this person saying about this? People are saying that. People are saying that. People are saying that. What are you saying? Always keep people's opinion aside. Let me tell you, the day you leave this world, you are going alone. Those people will transfer that energy to the next person. Life continue. So avoid following people's opinion. Always follow your own opinion. A lot of times you always regret. You say, if I know, I will follow myself, I will follow the person. If I been know, and I already had that instinct, something already told me that I should do like this, but I don't know why I follow this person. There is always that warning sign to let us know that they follow your instinct. But we will never hear until when our last fight. Until the last fight. That will say, if I be know. Always follow your instinct. If I had followed people's opinion, I don't know where I would have been today. If you fail, you will definitely learn a lesson. But when you follow people, when they abandon you, you start blaming them. I followed my instinct, and today, because of lack of self-belief, most people don't believe in themselves. Instead, they believe in others more than they believe in themselves. You believe in what other people are saying. You believe in what other people are doing. You believe in what, other people's opinion, but you don't believe in yourself. See, the way I believe in myself, I don't think I've seen another self that will make me believe in it more than the way I believe in myself. See, in myself has made me realize that there is nothing that can give me pleasure than my work. Normally, they say family is good, friends are good. Let me tell you, if you don't have money, all those family members are going to leave you. Yes. If you don't have money, all your friends are going to leave you.
Yes.
So my job comes first, family, friends come behind. Because you are afraid with me today because of what I can offer. When I stop offering you what I'm giving you now, you switch to another friend. So my job comes first. That's a lot of time my friends will be like, Stephanie, you know how? You get plenty work as them. They still yet. You didn't remain for work, stay 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Yesterday we let them pass 8 to 9. Yesterday, you still come on work. You still go to the house past 7, past 8, past 9. What are you doing? You cannot understand. Even if I explain it to you from now to tomorrow, you will never understand. I have a belief in myself that I am building an empire for myself, but you're not seeing it. How should I make you believe it? I believe in myself that I'm doing something that in the nearest future it will change my entire life, but you're not seeing it. I don't really have time explaining myself to people for them to believe in me. I don't have that time because I'm busy building my life, not understanding the value of time. A lot of us, we don't know the value of time. No, there's still time. Tomorrow is another day. There's still time. Tomorrow is another day. Haha. Hello. You are 18 today. Tomorrow you'll be 19. Today, what's the time? It's about 9:20. The time is 9:20 a.m. You will never have the same time tomorrow. We keep believing if I don't do it in my 20s, I'll do it in my 30s. If I don't do it in my 30s, I'll do it in my 40s. If I don't do it in my 40s, I'll do it in my 50s. We keep believing that there's enough time. There's nothing like time. Therefore, if you have the opportunity to do something today, do it today. Don't say tomorrow. Because tomorrow there's going to be something else for you to do that tomorrow. So I want to encourage everybody. Don't look at negativity, look at positivity. There is a long way for us to go. And if you have to go that long way, there's a lot of things you have to do. What you are supposed to do today, do it. Don't wait for tomorrow. Build yourself and forget about negativity. There's some people that are looking down on you today. today because of what you are doing. But when you get to the top tomorrow, there will be a one telling your story up and down. Never. Have you seen Tatiana? Hey. Never. Have you seen Christy? I've always said that you go to school, they will teach you how to become an entrepreneur, how to become successful, how to become this, but they never ever show you road. You sit in class, you copy how to become an entrepreneur, how to do this, you have a certificate, you go and pack it, and you're looking for where to go and plant tomato. Because what they do is that, I don't know why I say they give us fish, but they don't teach you how to catch a fish. They teach you about entrepreneurship and all that, but they will never teach you what is actually entrepreneurship. You stand your gap, you want to be successful today, tomorrow you are changing road. You say, no, entrepreneurship is not for me, better let me go and, no, it is for you. If only you stand firm, if only you believe in yourself, forget about other people's opinion, know the value of time, stop giving excuses, and at the end you become successful. God